And would like to call Mr. G.V.Gopal Rao garu onto the stage. Sir is the first IRS officer in India from Arya Vysya community. And recently went to America to address the ITLN's very prestigious IT firm, and it's a great honor for India. And I would like to call Mr. PSR Murthy to say a few words about the introduction. Mr. Murthy garu, please come fast and quickly. Complete in 30 seconds, please.
I am happy to introduce Mr. G.V.Gopal Rao, who is the first IRS officer from our community to join in IRS in the year 1988. He has served at different places in Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bombay. Particularly, he retired as a Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax from Mumbai, and now he is part and parcel of Fox Mandal, which is a MNC taxation and associates for legal matters and other things. And with this only, I have given only, he is the first Master of Arts in Economics from Andhra University. His percentage is yet to be crossed by anybody. With these few words, I present our former Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Mr. G.V.Gopal Rao, for this August body and take leave of you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am very, very happy and privileged to be part of this Global Business Summit. I also thank the organizers, Mr. M.N.R.Gupta garu and other members, for giving me this opportunity. Now, the talk is about startups. Anywhere you go, any young people you go, the startups. Many of our colleagues and other people, they are encouraging their second generation to the startups. India is one of the most happening places. There are more than 100 unicorns in India, and it is number 3 after US and China. That shows the interest shown by our youngsters in the startups. And similarly, many of our state governments are also promoting these startups, particularly Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, and other states are encouraging for the setting up of the startups. You all know what is startup. A unique product or a unique service. You can have an innovative idea, you can start a startup. The startup needs capital and investment, and again scalability also. So in this panel, mostly we will be talking about the kind of investment and technology. I am not an expert in technology, but I will talk about the investment. What kind of investment you need? When the startup is started, generally their own funds are utilized, their family, friends, and some financiers and all. That is not enough. Once you pitch for the product and it becomes successful, it is marketable, you need more money. How do you raise the money? The money can be raised through debt or through equity capital, and these are the very important sources of capital for investing in startups. There are so many equity funds, there are so many debt funds, and there are so many people who can advise you how to go about it. Which is better, whether it is equity investment is better or debt investment is better, again is a lot of discussion. It all depends on the kind of startup you are having, whether you are having a product specific startup or technology driven startup, what kind of a startup you have, and marketability, customer support, and your resources, managing team, all these are very important for deciding the kind of investment you need in the startup. There is no single formula. You go only for equity investment, and there is no single formula to only for a debt fund. Of course, government is also supporting. There are so many other organizations supporting by way of a grant or some kind of assistance. These are all very small. Basically, we have to go for either equity capital and borrowed capital. Debt capital is nothing but borrow else. So, how do you do it? That is a very, very important thing, and we have to identify first who are the people having unique ideas with a startup proposal, and who are the people who are going to invest how to connect these two, that is also a very important thing. I request the WAM to organize such a, a platform to the young investors, startup investors, and create a platform. Yesterday I was talking to one Mr. Raviteja, Gupta Invest. He has some idea about this kind of a thing to connect the startups, to connect the investors, and promote the startups in India, particularly among Arya Vysya community. Similarly, WAM should take the lead and create a platform for connecting the youngsters with their startup ideas, and also the investors who can invest. And startups also, we have to categorize what kind of startups we have, and similarly investors also what kind of investment they would like to make, what ticket, whether they want to 1 crore, 10 crore, 100 crores, we have to identify the ticket size of the investors and connect these two people, and promote startups in India, particularly our young Vaishya community. The main objective of the WAM is to promote startups in Arya Vaishya community. Mr. M.N.R. Garu has taken a lot of efforts in this for conducting this business summit, and this summit will be very, very fruitful if they can create a platform for this, and it will be nice, and our Arya Vysya people will become startup, experts in startups, and many of them may become unicorns shortly. Thank you.
Once the discussions finish, and then we will exchange the thing. And we have one more MOU today from Fox Mandal. Fox Mandal is a 125 years company represented by Mr. Gopal Rao. Sir has brought 25% discount for WAM. Give a big hand. 25% he gave. Normally, big MNCs don't give that much discounts and all. So you can understand the credibility of the WAM